Hey everybody, today I want to share with you one of my most favorite topics in this Preneed Pro Tip, and that is value versus price. The more you focus on the value of your product or service, the less important the price becomes, and that's by Brian Tracy. So I want you to just imagine with me for just a minute, every time that you first start to talk to a family, you're in a position where you have a little V, we'll say it's right here, and you have a big P. The V represents value and the P represents price. Most people have never talked about this before, don't have any idea what their funeral is going to cost, and it's usually a big price. So as we begin to build a relationship with the family, this starts, by the way, at the very beginning when you're prospecting. You have a little V. And what you're trying to do throughout that process and throughout your presentation is to build that V so that eventually the V is bigger than the P. And it's at that point where the family is actually ready to make a buying decision. So this goes along with getting to know the family. So as you watch the sales process videos and you understand that you're going to start with the warm-up, you're going to be asking questions, you're going to ask powerful open-ended questions. It's going to continue to grow the V. And as you grow that V, if you can imagine for just a moment, then eventually it's going to be bigger than the P. And at that point, the family is going to make a buying decision. What often happens though is that we grow the V, but we don't grow it quite enough. And then we still have the P a little bit bigger. That's where you run into problems maybe at the end of your presentation where the family still sees the price that's bigger than the value of what they're doing. Another really important concept as part of this is we have to remember that it's not what it is, it's what it does. So if we focus too much on caskets and services and everything that a funeral is, and not focus on what it does, we're also going to have a problem. So what does this do for the family? It relieves the emotional burden off of the surviving spouse. It relieves the burden off of the children. And so we're going to continue to build the V so that it's bigger than the P. And again, focusing on it's not what it is, it's what it does for the family that's going to make the biggest difference. It's really important to understand this concept that when families understand the value of what they're doing, then the price is not near as important. We'll finish with a quote by Oscar Wilde. Nowadays, people know the price of everything, but they know the value of nothing. Remember, it's not what it is, it's what it does. Continue to build the value by asking questions, getting to know the family, so that when it comes time to ask for the sell at the end of the presentation, the value, the V, is bigger than the P, the price. Hopefully this Preneed Pro Tip was helpful for you today. And just as a reminder, we're here, our job at Envision Strategic Partners, and our passion is to inspire people. Thank you. Best of success.